Something explosive just dropped in the Blueface, Chrisean saga, and this time, it's coming straight from Blueface's own mother. The internet is shaking, fans are arguing, and nobody can believe what she just exposed about Chrisean, especially when it comes to baby Junior. Because according to Blueface's mom, there's a lot more happening behind the scenes than anyone knew. Hidden actions, secret decisions, and behavior she claims has already started affecting that innocent baby. And let me tell you, the way she said it, the tone, the emotion, it sent shockwaves through the entire fanbase. But here's what makes this even messier. This isn't some random outburst. This wasn't said in the heat of the moment. According to her, she's been holding this in, watching everything unfold, and finally reached the point where she couldn't stay silent anymore. Now, everyone's asking the same question. What exactly did Chrisean do? Why did Blueface's mom feel the need to expose it now? And how deep does this drama actually go? Stay locked in, because what you're about to hear might change everything you thought you knew about this family war. When it comes to chaotic celebrity relationships, Blueface and Chrisean Rock have practically become the poster couple for unpredictable, viral, headline-making drama. And honestly, fans aren't even surprised anymore when their names start trending. They expect it. Because every time these two step into the spotlight, something wild follows. On one side, you have Blueface, the West Coast rapper who exploded onto the scene with his offbeat flow and idgaff attitude. His public persona? Unbothered. Chaotic. A magnet for drama. From his reality TV antics to the constant back and forth with ex-partners, his career has become a blend of music, controversy, and social media spectacle. Then there's Chrisean Rock, the firecracker, the fighter, the girl who turned a messy relationship into a full-blown brand. Known for her boldness, raw emotions, and magnetism, Chrisean has built an entire identity around being authentic, unfiltered, and emotionally explosive. Fans love her because she's unpredictable. Critics drag her for the same exact reason. But one thing is certain, she never fails to dominate timelines. And right in the middle of this storm, baby Junior, the innocent, beautiful child who has unintentionally become the center of one of the most emotionally complicated celebrity storylines on social media. But here's where the drama takes its sharpest turn. Blueface's mom, someone who has always had a complicated relationship with Chrisean, suddenly steps into the spotlight again. And whenever she pops up, you just know something messy is coming. Publicly, Blueface's mom has always presented herself as the strong, protective, no-nonsense matriarch who refuses to stay silent when she sees something off. She has repeatedly claimed she only wants the best for her family, but fans online have constantly accused her of inserting herself, stirring chaos, or adding fuel to the fire. So when she recently returned with new accusations, fans instantly took sides. Some said, she's doing too much again. Others argued, no, this time she sounds serious. And that's when the whispers started. It began with a cryptic Instagram story from Blueface's mom, something simple but chilling enough to get everyone talking. She posted, "Some secrets can't stay hidden forever, especially when a baby is involved." Within minutes, screenshots were everywhere. Twitter exploded. TikTok creators began breaking down every word like it was a coded confession. Fans rushed back to older videos, interviews, and lives, trying to piece together clues that may have hinted at this moment. Then she posted again. This time, a long, emotional message. "I've watched things behind the scenes that I stayed quiet about. But when your silence starts to hurt a child, that's when you speak up." People instantly understood what she was implying. Something about Chrisean's behind-the-scenes behavior allegedly might be affecting baby Junior. But she didn't say what.
She didn't say how. She didn't say when.
She picked the one route guaranteed to send the internet into a frenzy, vagueness with maximum shock value. And of course, Blueface's mom didn't stop there. She doubled down with yet another post, a throwback family photo with a caption that left everyone stunned. Family isn't supposed to be scared. Family isn't supposed to keep secrets. One day y'all will understand what really happened. Now fans were convinced something deeper was going on. One TikTok creator stitched her story and said, This wasn't a slip-up. This was intentional. She wants people to ask questions. Others pointed out that Blueface's mom has a history of calling out people she feels are damaging the family, and that her sudden emotional tone might mean things have escalated behind closed doors. At the same time, old clips resurfaced, like the moment when she said she didn't trust Chrisean, or when she hinted that the baby deserves better stability. None of this was new, but suddenly it all felt connected. And slowly, fans started piecing together their own theories. Was this betrayal? A secret disagreement about parenting? Something she witnessed behind the scenes? Or just another chapter in the ongoing feud? No one knew. But everyone sensed one thing. Blueface's mom didn't come out swinging for no reason.
Something had pushed her to the edge.
And whatever she was hinting at, it involved baby Junior. And that's when the tension really started building. The timeline leading up to this explosive moment didn't happen overnight. Oh no. This drama has been brewing for months. And when you look back at everything in order, every moment starts feeling like a clue, a puzzle piece that suddenly makes sense now that Blueface's mom is speaking out. It all began not long after baby Junior was born. At first, everything looked peaceful. Chrisean was emotional but proud, posting photos of the baby, smiling through the chaos, talking about wanting to be a better person for her son. Fans rallied behind her. People said she looked happier. Even Blueface, despite the on-and-off relationship, seemed proud.
But then little cracks started showing.
It began with a live stream weeks after Junior's birth. Chrisean appeared visibly stressed, overwhelmed, struggling to keep up with comments while holding the baby. Viewers noticed her tone shift from excited to irritated in seconds. One viral comment said, "Something feels off. She's exhausted, and it shows. Where's the support?" At the same time, Blueface wasn't exactly helping the situation, calling Chrisean out online, arguing with her publicly, making jokes about her being dramatic. Fans were divided. Some blamed him. Others blamed her. But in the middle of this social media storm was Blueface's mom, watching everything quietly, observing, waiting. Then came the second sign, an Instagram Live where Blueface's mom's facial expression said more than words ever could. She was holding Junior, rocking him gently, while talking about keeping baby safe. Fans noticed how protective she seemed. Someone commented, "She looks like she's worried about something but won't say it." Weeks passed. Tension grew. Rumors started swirling about disagreements behind closed doors. According to fan speculation, Blueface's mom allegedly didn't approve of certain behaviors she claimed to have witnessed. Nothing was said publicly, but the energy? Oh, it was heavy. Then something big happened, something fans still debate. Blueface had posted a cryptic message. Some people care more about clout than their own responsibilities. Nobody named names. But the internet immediately assumed the message was directed at Chrisean. And, of course, the drama escalated. Chrisean fired back with a deleted tweet. "I'm doing everything alone. Don't act like you helping." Screenshots leaked. Reposts spread. TikTok clips went viral. But behind all the noise, Blueface's mom reportedly stayed quiet, watching, waiting, gathering her own thoughts. That silence broke when a well-known influencer posted a video titled, "Something's happening with that family and it ain't good." In the video, she claimed she had sources telling her there were deep concerns about Junior's environment. She didn't confirm anything, she simply hinted. But that was enough to send the fandom into detective mode. By this point, the tension between Chrisean and Blueface's mom was on full display.
Subtweets. Shade.
Side-eye emojis. Deleted stories. Fans noticed everything. One viral TikTok said, "You can tell she's holding something back. She wants to say it, but doesn't want to be attacked." Another creator said, "That family has been hiding stuff for months. This is about to get messy." And they were right. Because just days before Blueface's mom finally posted those chilling messages, people noticed something else, a shift in her behavior around Junior. During a family event livestream, viewers claimed she kept giving worried glances at the baby and seemed tense whenever certain topics were mentioned. One viewer wrote, "She knows something. She's scared to say it." Another said, "Why does she look emotional every time someone mentions Chrisean?" Then came the final trigger. During a late-night live stream, Chrisean, clearly emotional, said something that set off alarms. She was venting about being tired, overwhelmed, and dealing with constant pressure from people who don't like her. Her voice cracked. She said, "I'm doing the best I can. People think they know what's going on, but they don't understand." Fans felt for her. Others worried. Some said she looked like she was hiding something. And that live stream was the exact moment, the same night, when Blueface's mom posted her now infamous message. Some secrets can't stay hidden forever, especially when a baby is involved. And that's when everything boiled over. Commentators jumped in. Drama pages went wild. Influencers created 10-part videos analyzing every word. Fans began arguing about who was in the wrong. Some defended Chrisean. "She's trying. She's just overwhelmed." Others sided with Blueface's mom. "If she's speaking up, something serious must have happened." And then the betrayal storyline took shape. People began speculating that whatever Blueface's mom witnessed, whatever secret actions she implied, felt like a betrayal not just to the family, but to Junior himself. A moral betrayal. A family betrayal. A violation of trust. Public perception began to shift. Questions got louder. The drama got darker. And suddenly, everyone wanted the same answer. What did Blueface's mom really see behind the scenes? The moment Blueface's mom suggested that Chrisean's secret actions may have affected baby Junior, everything in the storyline shifted. What used to be just entertaining drama suddenly became something heavier, more emotional, and impossible for fans to ignore. And almost instantly, the fallout began spiraling across social media like wildfire. The family tension was the first to explode. Within hours of her posts going viral, people noticed that several of Blueface's relatives quietly unfollowed Chrisean. No statements. No explanations. Just sudden silence and digital distance. Then, one of the cousins posted a short TikTok saying, "Family sees things y'all don't see." That one sentence alone launched thousands of comments, each more dramatic than the last. Fans could feel it. Something behind the scenes had definitely snapped. And then came the shift in Chrisean's public image. Her supporters, who normally defend her no matter what, suddenly didn't know how to react. The internet began splitting in half. Some insisted the situation was being exaggerated. Others said this might be the moment her private actions were finally catching up to her public persona. One fan wrote, "If her actions really affected that baby, that's not something you play with." Influencers began uploading long breakdown videos analyzing every second of Blueface's mom's posts, every old clip, and every interview where tension was visible. Chrisean clearly felt the pressure. She posted a late-night story with a crying emoji, saying, "Y'all always try to paint me bad." She deleted it minutes later, but screenshots had already spread everywhere. The internet took it as a sign that the situation was more emotional and complicated than anyone realized. Blueface, as always, got dragged into the chaos whether he wanted to or not. Fans demanded he speak up. Blogs pressured him for a statement. But instead of giving answers, he dropped a cryptic message. "Everybody ain't lying." That single sentence sent fans into a frenzy. Was he siding with his mom? Was he hinting something actually happened? Or was it just another one of his vague online jabs? No one knew, and the silence that followed made everything worse. Then came the rumors. Nothing confirmed, nothing official, but speculation started to build that the family might be discussing legal ways to ensure stability for Junior. Some drama pages insisted they had sources. Others said the whole thing was exaggerated. But in gossip culture, the absence of clarity becomes the story. People began questioning whether the situation was deeper than anyone realized. Is this turning into a custody situation? One user tweeted. Why is the family acting like it's this serious? Suddenly, the emotional stakes skyrocketed. This was no longer about clout chasing or petty arguments. This was about family trust or betrayal of it. Critics called out the contrast between Chrisean's public claims of being a loving mother and the possibility that her private actions didn't match that image. Meanwhile, others said Blueface's mom was wrong for airing private issues publicly. The narrative became layered, twisted, complicated. One viral comment captured the chaos perfectly. Everyone in this situation is betraying someone. The baby is the only innocent person. Old clips started resurfacing, moments where Blueface's mom gave Chrisean suspicious looks, interviews where she hinted at disagreements about responsibility and stability, and old lives where she sounded frustrated about the environment surrounding the baby. These clips, originally dismissed as harmless drama, now took on a darker tone. Fans began connecting dots that may or may not have been connected at all. TikTok detectives stitched timelines together. Reddit threads analyzed every detail. And drama commentators insisted the signs were there all along. The emotional intensity only grew when people realized that Blueface's mom had been silent for weeks before dropping those explosive posts. Fans interpreted her silence as fear, frustration, or quiet observation. And when she finally spoke, her words felt like something that had been weighing on her for months. Whether her claims were true or just an emotional reaction, the impact was undeniable. She had changed the entire direction of the narrative within a single night. By the end of the week, the public perception of every person involved had shifted. People were no longer viewing this as typical celebrity chaos. The story felt deeper, more personal, more painful. And as the rumors grew darker and the emotional stakes escalated, fans realized this wasn't the end of the drama. It was only the beginning. After everything that's come to light, the late-night phone calls, the quiet whispers from inside the family circle, and the shocking shift in Baby Junior's behavior, it's impossible to ignore the emotional whirlwind this situation has caused. Blueface's mom throwing open the doors and exposing what she claims Chrisean has been secretly doing behind the scenes has left everybody stunned. And honestly, who wouldn't be? When a child is involved, the stakes hit different, and every little move feels 10 times heavier. Fans who once defended Chrisean with their whole chest are suddenly unsure, while others feel more convinced than ever that something has been off this whole time. The tension, the contradictions, the messy timelines, it's all adding up to a story that just keeps spiraling. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think Chrisean crossed a line? Are these just exaggerated claims from Blueface's mom, or is there something deeper that nobody wanted to admit until now? And what about Baby Junior? Do you think he's being pulled into a situation that adults should be handling more responsibly? If you were in Blueface's position, would you step in publicly or handle everything behind closed doors? Because let's be real, this story is far from over. Every day, new comments drop, new shade gets thrown, and new receipts start floating around the internet. So if you want the next update, the next twist, or the next exposed detail, you already know what to do. Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this video with someone who's been following the chaos from day one, and let's unpack this together. Trust me, the next chapter is coming, and you don't want to miss it.